Let's just now we have to generically talk shit because we're on the air. Now we're just gonna sub in names.
I'm excited Matt's coming. I want to say hi to him.
Oh yeah.
What time does he get here?
Say what's up.
Just tell him to come in when he gets here. We can finish.
I think he's coming later. I think there's a gap.
Big fella.
Jesus,
Slow
yeah.
down.
You're looking. This does not look like a dude
Stacked.
who just got married. That makes sense.
Yeah, you look beefy, man. The
Good.
arms are popping.
Thank you.
Looking good.
Thanks.
This is like.
It's a lot.
How many days a week in the gym?
5.
Oh, damn.
And do you cut out any types of food, or you like?
Well, this past week I've been eating like shit, but
Italy shit. Italy food is no processed, no chemicals. I feel like it's real food.
yeah, Italy I was good at. Italy I did really well at, but generally speaking, I mean, it was kind of just like chicken and rice and yogurt and
chicken
eggs
and rice is
oatmeal.
good, isn't
This
it?
sounds great. This is the best I've ever eaten.
Not great. I mean, it's not like pizza.
Doesn't that
and
piss you
pasta.
off when The Rock shows his cheat meal and it's like the healthiest meal
Yeah.
I've had all week?
It's just like a cup of yogurt with 1 strawberry.
Yeah.
Well, it's like sushi was his. I'm like sushi is healthy.
I thought that was healthy. It's fish.
I don't know. There might be a lot of. I don't know if it's healthy. I don't think it's like. I don't know anything about sushi to tell you the truth. I can't eat sushi. So
Rice has no gluten. Fun fact.
Really?
So I'm not good with the gluten. I eat it, but I'm not great with it. But I'm rice all day. Love rice, but bread.
have we just started out on a really boring?
sorry.
Is
That was
my
brutal.
workouts bringing this podcast to a screeching
it
halt?
down.
No, I was just.
No,
kidding.
you were-
Once you
But
bring
that
up
was my
gluten, it's
fault.
over.
That was my fault.
It's not true.
I know when you said gluten, I was like, "Fuck, we better move this studio to
Yeah.
Los Angeles." I guess.
I just
don't know.
saw
on sodium. All right, sorry.
I just saw a panic in Sam's eye. I was like, I should probably.
Hold on, guys.
the
Everybody, keto. What do you think? No.
yeah.
What's
Gay.
Gotta get your greens.
you're married?
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa, yeah, I got a text from Rosebud like 2 days before. I was like, I heard no fanfare.
I know.
No pomp. No
First of
jerk.
all, fuck you for doing a Friday afternoon wedding when all your friends are comedians.
We had to because we did it at City Hall, which by the way is like getting married at Six Flags, and they.
How is it like Six Flags?
I mean, they like you go in a line, you like rush you in. There's like a photographers running around trying to get your pictures in front of this like fake sort of like Capitol building looking
There's
thing.
an old deranged man dancing.
Yeah, everyone's ugly. They have funnel cake. You know,
is that some of the rice from your chicken you ate earlier?
that. And we're trying to act with seeds to catch more birds for more protein.
You need more pigeons out there.
We're dressed like a gay couple from like we own like a gay porn shop in 1976. We're dressed completely ridiculous, but you know, there we are.
Damn.
You guys look like the serial killers in a David Lynch movie.
That's what we were going for.
This is crazy.
Aren't we cute?
Very cute.
I know, we look ridiculous. Yeah, I was wearing like Austin Power boot. My friend Taylor Orier dressed us, and he was like, I love these boots, and I don't know how you're going to feel about them. And I was like, are they Austin Power boots? He's like, if they're too silly, we don't have to do it. And I was like, no, I'll do it.
Go all in.
So it was nobody but you guys.
No, we had like some people. We had like a small group of people come, and we had to get like a witness and stuff. And of course, they're like, we need like a witness and someone to sign an affidavit. And I was like, who is the most professional person I know? I said, Liz, you're my witness. She's like, got it. And Liz was so Liz. We walked in, she had everything in a folder, and they're like, we need your ID. Here's your IDs. Like, we need your certificate. Here's a certificate. You know, shit.
She's the best.
Witness is murder and weddings have similarities. Like witness, you only hear like a murder or a wedding. Pronounce dead, pronounce husband and husband.
Life sentence.
Life
after the murder.
sentence.
Catholics.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny when we got married, we get married by like, I don't know, some sort of judge, some lady from the Bronx. And
Yeah.
you could see her, because she's just doing this all fucking day. So you could see her struggling like, do you take him to be your lawful wedded husband? And so when we said our IDs, she goes, you may now kiss the husband. And then she literally goes, folds her things and goes, have a nice weekend.
It's like a Vegas wedding in New York, basically.
Yeah, but Vegas, at least if you're married by Elvis, there's some kind of, you know,
Some
but
magic.
This was just like being married at an H&R Block.
Yeah, it's like a DMV of marriage.
Literally. Worse. It was like
Yeah.
like a Starbucks or something like, or Caribou Coffee. Who's drinking Caribou Coffee? It
DC?
sucks. Well, you
I
suck.
mean, look, if you're in an airport, sometimes you have no choice. But it's not my first. It's not my
No.
go-to.
Let's give you a scalding hot latte with 8/10 of milk.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
all milk.
gross. But anyways, the wedding itself was great. And then Liz had a reception for us at the cellar, and Johnny, one of the waiters, he made me this giant wedding cake for us. It was unbelievable. So I have a bunch of.
But
thank
we
you
have some
cards
gifts
to
for
send
you
out.
too.
You got that right.
Can I open them now?
Yeah, open them on air.
Okay,
And
that's
we
so
got a
nice you
card
guys
for you
got-
as well.
Well, people kept saying,
And we totally got this for you. It wasn't our podcast producer who did it while we were out of town.
And we wrapped them.
There was
I'll
us.
open up the card. Okay, Mr. and Mr. I got a tattoo.
Oh, I thought you were high-fiving me. Yeah.
I can high five.
That is a cool tat.
Is it? I got it in Rome and it was pretty uncomfortable. Okay, so yeah. Here's to your day, your life, and your love. Here's to the two of you. Congratulations. Love, Sam Morril, Mark Norman.
I wrote that.
There you go.
All right, I'll start with this one first. And people kept saying it like Schultz was like, do you have a registry? I was like, I have no more space in my apartment.
Yeah.
Do not send a New Yorker any gift.
New Yorkers are
Feel
the
the
only
same
people
way.
who are annoyed by gifts.
Yeah.
My mom will get me books, and I'm like, what, are you trying to drown me?
I know.
I am so happy you sent this to me. I'm not making this up. I literally was like, I need to go.
Yeah.
Because I shave my legs. And I haven't
great.
shaved them in a while. This is great.
This was laying around the studio. So, no, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, even if it was, it's great. Look, I love how they circle the parts of your body where you can shave it.
Yeah.
Like it's some sort of CIA. All right, that's
Well, hold that up for the cameras there.
Oh, yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, you got to show your uncles.
body.
There we go. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nana.
Shave and trim. Oh my God, that's sweet. All right, let's
Do you shave your pubes, or what do you do?
I
Mark?
give it a trim around the thighs because I get that nasty off-grown thigh
to the
hair.
sides?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it all in this vicinity.
Oh, okay.
Do you know that I just bought one?
Really?
Oh,
I have one, and I also just did a
This
whole.
is why
YouTube-
people get registries,
No, I
Matteo.
feel horrible. What do you
Damn.
want to
Ninja, please. Yeah, I'll take it.
take it?
You know
I'm so
what?
sorry. I can't.
Mark's
take
gonna take
two.
Matteo's wedding gift.
Best wedding ever.
All right,
This-
take it, Mark.
I'm sorry. Thank you for
I can't
the
take
gift.
this. I'm
No.
joking. I'm joking.
But can you imagine if I had 2 ninja bullets in my apartment?
We'll give it to a homeless guy.
But I love the ninja. I mean, I use it all
They're
the time.
great. And I feel like you do a lot of protein shakes, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's good for other stuff too.
All right. Now we're talking.
Oh my God, this is great.
Okay.
A bed sheet set.
You got to get that jizz all off of the old one.
Take that home, throw your husband's face right into those,
Yeah,
dude.
that's Lacoste, baby.
Yeah.
You guys really were thinking about gays, shaving our body, nutrition, and clean bed sheets.
Bed
There's
sheets.
nothing better than this.
Bed
guess
sheets are the most
Thank you.
important thing. I mean, you need good
Yeah.
bed. Also, for how often we're on the road, you want to go home. You want
comfortable.
to. I got home late at night from the road. Like I mean, like probably got in like midnight. Not brutal, but late. Fucking collapse on the sheets. Nothing better.
Nothing better.
The best. And I wash my sheets once every Olympics, I'd say. So
Your
yeah.
wife washes your sheets.
Yeah,
Really?
she's better than me, but she's no prize. We get along.
I'll tell you, my wife. She's all right.
She's in the clan, so she has to wash them a lot. But yeah. Oh, I got you some prep. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to keep the gay
It's like,
theme.
Mark, you should keep that for yourself. You might need it more than I will.
After my sheets, yeah. I don't catch anything.
But yeah, I got married. It's so crazy.
How do you feel?
Crazy.
I feel great. I mean, I do feel like
This was sudden.
This was, I mean, it was wildly sudden. Yeah, my ring looks like it's from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
We went for it. And then the guy at David Yurman, where we got them from, was so nice. He was gay, walked in, and he goes, and so he obviously helped us. But then we walked in to pick them up because they were delivered there. We're dressed in gym clothes. And it was like out of a movie. This woman walked up. She's like, and can I help you?
Oh,
I
jeez.
was like, whoa.
Yeah, New York
Someone
City.
lives in a studio killing cockroaches all day on her time off. My God.
Well, she didn't. I mean, do you think just showing up like that, they would. It's 2 magicians show up. It's a lot more fun.
You guys look like you're doing 2 at the Borgata later this week.
Oh, yeah.
We look like we own 2 exotic tigers and we have a show in Vegas.
Yes, exactly.
What else do we look like? I
Maybe a
mean,
bear.
we had to roast ourselves. I mean, I just...
Let's see.
we look like an ad on the Subway for prep.
Yeah, we go. Or 2 really flamboyant lawyers, like Salino and Barnes kind of thing.
Call 1-800-FLAMBOYANT.
You look like realtors that only show Suede apartments.
Oh, yeah. All right. Good
I mean, we
stuff.
look like lesbians.
Hey,
A little bit,
don't
yeah,
we?
A little bit.
And we sort of act like lesbians. We fight like lesbians.
How do lesbians
But
fight?
you
like-
guys are fucking.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on, look at them.
Lesbians, that ends quick.
But we normally people like fight, But we're just sort of like, I felt a shift in your energy, and I want to talk about that. Like, it's very...
That's how you fight?
That's essentially, yeah, it's pretty depressing.
I assumed gay couples just fenced. When you guys got mad at each other.
Do you guys... Are you both in therapy? Is that why you fight like that?
I'm in therapy. Yeah, he was in therapy, too. He's still in therapy.
People who fight in therapy are excruciating.
Jonah Hill. Perfect example.
Oh.
Those texts.
Oh yeah, what the hell? But that doesn't.
Well, the fights
really
take
shock me.
the fights take way longer because it's. I feel like that
Yes,
adds another.
I know.
That adds more time.
I will say we have a problem because it loops a lot, and that we have a hard time just sort of like squashing. And they're not fights. I mean, they're just sort of like.
I feel sad now. You're like, okay, you just keep feeling things. It never ends.
Let's get to the point.
Yes,
I know it's
try to fix
hard, but we're getting better. We really don't argue that much.
How long into the relationship and who proposed? By the way, who proposes in the gay?
I proposed, which is shocking because I bottom. But
really,
yeah. Well, I mean, we flip back and forth, but
Full Kaepernick, like men and women, like knee.
Can I tell you that when I did it, I was so embarrassed because it was so heterosexual that I didn't even know how. Like, I was like. You know what I mean? Like there was
Where
a
did you
kind
propose?
of I got a nice hotel for us in Williamsburg that like faced the whole city and
I feel like most of the proposals in Williamsburg are ironic.
Yeah, I brought like a parrot to do it for me. That's also like my shoulder pad. I mean,
all the proposals are like, "You want to get married?" Or like, "Whatever, I don't care if you say no."
Right.
The hotel wasn't as nice as I thought. It was.
What hotel? Throw shade.
Should I?
Sure.
Yeah.
We stayed at the William Valley.
Oh, trash heap.
But I thought it was going to be nice. And then I was like, oh, this is if like an elevator was made into a giant hotel. Like it's just, first of all, can I just talk about what's with the barn doors, the sliding barn doors with the bathrooms? So now everyone just has to hear me shit.
Yes. And then you got to go clunk, 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 clunk. Like, no, give me a fucking door.
And there's no difference with the sound. So it's like whatever's happening in that toilet is is happening throughout the room.
Totally.
So I'm like, put your headphones on. Why?
What's the school? Go back. What's the Google
the
rating?
website looks
go back.
good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The website
4.4 though for a 5-star hotel. I want a 4.6.
Okay.
Well, there was stains on the sheets. And I was mad. Also, half
what
the
kind of
lights didn't
stains?
work. I don't know.
Brown, yellow, red.
Brown.
Oh.
What is brown? That's only one thing that's brown.
Blackface.
Either someone was eating chocolate way late at night, or just someone took a huge shit on the bed.
Ooh,
Look at this review. 1 out of 5. We booked for one night here to celebrate my husband's birthday. However, it has been an unpleasant experience for the following reasons. 1, when we first checked in, the room didn't have a mini fridge, which we need to put. Oh, okay, this woman seems insufferable for her dog's
food.
Food.
I'm just saying I don't want to hear someone shit when they're in the bathroom.
I don't either. That damn barn door.
Mark, what are you eating to make it sound like that?
I pushed that hard.
Mark is a cartoon character.
Mark did that on cue.
Dude, I was just in Vermont and we were in a hotel. It was like expensive for a shitty ass Hilton because that's all they had available. And I mean, you're staying in a shithole and you walk in. And immediately, it's late at night. We get in. We're getting for the gig the next day. And some dude walks up to me, and my tour manager's kind of like play defense because he thinks he recognizes me.
Yeah.
But he's just a drunk who sees me holding a 12-pack of seltzer, and the guy thinks it's beer. So he's trying to get a beer off me. He goes, "Is that beer?" And I was like, go away.
Oh, weird.
So we go in, no fucking Wi-Fi. They ended up comping a night.
What?
There was no Wi-Fi in my room for some reason. And everyone's fucking with me. They're like, "Yeah, Sam, no Wi-Fi. Let me set it up." The Wi-Fi engineer comes up. He can't figure it out.
Whoa.
And then as he's leaving, he goes, "I'm a big fan. I'm coming tomorrow night."
Oh, see, I like that.
like-
I felt bad because I couldn't be a piece of shit because when we got there, we got drinks and they kept giving us drinks. So like, "We recognize you and we love you. We just want to say thank you. Have all the drinks you want." So I'm like, no, I can't be a piece of shit.
And
like,
you're not a big drinker, so you're not even taking advantage
I had
of
like
that.
one margarita. I'm like, woo! So, but the room itself was just like, I guess it's fine, but like, I don't know.
Is
like
that a New York thing? I feel like big cities, they really skimp on the room size.
New York definitely, because there's just not enough. I mean, there's really just not enough space.
Yeah.
But I mean,
SF
none of
as
those
well,
lights worked, by the
Chicago.
way. I could not figure out the lights, and then they had to bring the light guy up, and then the light guy couldn't figure out the lights. And I'm like, I'm trying to plan I'm trying to fucking propose.
The
and I
illusion
spent all
of
this money.
the getaway is gone once there's a strange man in your room.
Yeah, or it helps.
Once there's a dude trying to fix shit, you're like, I may as well be at home with my super.
That's what I thought
Yes.
too. Was like, okay, my house is. I'm like, I can see my house.
Yeah.
I could have just done this at home.
I know, and it does look great. I mean, I'm sold on the website, but
I
The
know.
views are beautiful.
Yeah, the views are unbelievable, but those views I can just go to Williamsburg myself. You know what I mean? I don't have to.
How was it? How was the stay? Did you guys end up leaving some stains of your own?
I hope we did.
Good.
Yeah.
I will say I'm embarrassed. My wedding night. Oh shit. It's my stain alarm. No, my wedding night, we were so drunk and so exhausted we didn't bang. And we banged the next morning.
We definitely had sex.
Okay.
But
yeah, I blew it.
Is there a routine with gay guys? Like, which guy is it? Do you switch off who comes first or what? Because, in a hetero relationship, I kind of have to make sure the woman comes first.
You do that?
I have to.
I'm joking.
Well, then, she's not coming. The game's over once I'm out.
That's true.
I guess it's just like what.
That was the last one.
Fucking.
That rap.
You're so ridiculous, Mark. Mark, that was the first time I met you. It was 11 years ago. You were preparing for your first Conan set, and you were at the creek in the cave. And when you got off, you farted.
Oh, jeez. Well, see, I never changed.
I was like,
same guy.
Who is that? Like,
he never changed. He never changed. He never evolved. Nothing. It's always
never changed my sheets.
You're like a Simpsons character. You're just sort of. You've been the same.
He's kind of Rick from Rick and Morty. A little bit.
Yeah. I'm like the alien from American Dad.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
What, so, how, you proposed on one knee, where was the proposal?
At the hotel.
Right,
I had it all set up, like a marry me and like a nice, pretty thing.
That's great.
I know, that moment was really nice, like to have that moment. But then,
And you met this guy through Instagram?
We met through Instagram in February.
Who DM'd who?
Me, I'm desperate.
He
was doing a video where he was like getting ready, those like almost soft-core porn videos of like guys and girls like, here's what I dressed in today, and they start in their underwear and then they pull up their clothes and stuff like that.
Oh, I love those.
A thirst trap type.
Total thirst trap. Yeah. So I was like going through his Instagram.
God damn, this guy's ripped.
Yeah, he's hot.
Hot as shit.
Jesus Christ.
He is really...
You're not so bad yourself, Mateo.
Yeah, I look all right. I'm getting more hair transplants in January, so we'll
Are you really?
Wait, really? I thought it was one and done.
No, I went back for my year post, and he was really happy, and so was I, and they were so nice. And I was like, honestly, I want my hair to wear it really short. Like, I know you're gonna fight me on this, but can I bring it in and bring in hair here? He's like, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And they're gonna give me more of a beard. I don't have a beard.
Whoa!
So,
just don't overdo it as a friend.
It's hair. It's hair.
Okay. You
it's
see
hair.
These plastic surgery ladies, and they lose touch.
You're gonna look like Liza Minnelli in 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going on tour. It's the Desperate Tour.
But you don't want to Madonna it. You see her now, and you're like,
No.
come on.
She was good till like she was a couple surgeries ago. She was still pretty good.
That's filler and like facelift.
Yes.
And so I'm literally just getting hair.
Okay.
I just want some hair.
All right.
Madonna looked good in 2008. She got plastic surgery the very first time, and she looked fucking great.
Yeah, let's get back when she looked good. Yeah, she looks good there.
Nah.
Not at the end.
Not at the end.
I don't know.
Type in Madonna plastic surgery 2008. See what we come up with. I think I'm such a faggot. That is the year. Okay, that one. Yeah, the bottom one with the whichever one.
Oh my God, yeah. She looks like a Mortal Kombat villain. Jesus Christ.
She's Zendar or whatever that girl is.
Except you never say, get over here.
Yeah.
All right.
She went from a material girl to a material face, I'll tell you.
Boy, she was sexy. And now there's a thing online called the Madonna Challenge. Have you seen this?
No, what's that?
The lady
You try to jack off to her. It's really hard.
Oh my God, Sam.
Woo! Count it.
Here's my thing about Madonna. I love Madonna. And if Madonna if she wants to look that way, she has every right to look however she wants to. I don't know what it's like to be an age, all those tropes, right?
Yeah.
But I will say, when they took pictures of her at the Grammys, and her immediate response was that it's a bad camera lens, it's this, it's that. It's like, if you're happy with the way you look, then say,
yes,
I am happy with how I look.
That's where all the bad cameras are, the award shows.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best lighting.
No one can afford a good camera there.
I know. Poor Madonna.
The Madonna Challenge is where you try to keep up with her dancing at a show, and it's insanely difficult. I tried it last night. I couldn't do like 2
she's
minutes.
an incredible dancer.
Incredible, but I mean, just the stamina, the endurance it takes to do what she's doing.
Oh, I can't imagine
Bananas.
like a Beyonce show or something. Can you imagine
Oh my God,
the cardio?
No, I
Totally.
can't.
And being having
And singing.
singing, yeah.
Like Beyonce is singing incredibly
Yes.
well and fucking dancing
Crazy.
and dressed in like the most amazing outfits you could imagine. And I don't know what she's done. I mean, she looks the same. Like she hasn't changed.
No.
She gets more fucking gorgeous every year.
Beyonce,
Yeah.
She
How about
looks
Britney? I mean, what's going on now with her?
I don't
huh?
think she's
Were
just
you a big
spiraling.
Britney person?
I actually was more of a Christina fan
Really?
growing up. Well, because I
Genie in
like
a
singers.
bottle, baby.
But Christina's been nothing but a disappointment for the past 12 years. So
Oh, how so?
she just seems kind of mean and doesn't pick good music.
Okay.
She's an incredibly talented singer who has not chosen good. I hate to say it, but she needs like a Svengoolie to sort of like, hey, here's the music you should sing.
Right.
But maybe she doesn't want that career anymore. I don't know.
I mean,
Doesn't
she's
seem
done
like it.
fine, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Genie in the
she's-
Bottle was big.
Yeah, she's
You gotta
fine.
remember the
But
right-
Britney, I don't know. I was my gayness, my divas were like Mariah, Whitney,
Yeah.
Patty, Aretha. Like
All
I wanted the
pipes.
singers. I wasn't so into like the
Yes, the fry.
It
the
was
vocal
pop
fry.
versus like actual like pipes.
singing. Yeah. I mean, I'm listening to like Aretha Franklin from 1968.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Oh my
God, I was at-
Britney.
I feel bad
was
for
at
Britney, though.
were you at
Yeah.
that? We were at that roast together. Remember? Oh, maybe this wasn't the one we were at together. It was at a roast where Aretha sang.
Oh wow.
It was.
You saw Aretha
It was
Franklin?
the Matt Lauer roast.
Ooh,
years
I mean,
ago. This is
Damn.
clearly years ago.
He tried to leave. He couldn't.
There was a lock on the door.
Yeah.
But no, I'm there and I'm in the back, and it was a fun roast. I mean, get it out. All right.
I'm shutting him
She
down.
does.
A preemptive.
Aretha Franklin does the national anthem before the roast. It was like a big get.
Wow.
And then Jeff Frost comes out and goes, "Wow, usually it's over when the fat lady sings."
Jesus, Jeff.
She got a big one of these.
Yeah, good for her. It was a
Did she
different
do
time.
that? She flicked them off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good for her. Well, I love Aretha Franklin is the queen of shade.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, you don't. The interviews they ask her, like they're like, this guy's like, I just want to ask you about certain singers. Do you mind? And we just get your impression of them. She's like, yes, absolutely. Like Mariah Carey, a singer, a good songwriter, like Whitney. Whitney was a talent, a real talent. She goes, Alicia Keys, good songwriter. Taylor Swift, gorgeous gowns.
Oh.
Gorgeous what?
Gorgeous gowns, beautiful gowns.
Wow.
Gorgeous gowns. And then they're like, Nicki Minaj, she goes, I'm just going to skip on that
Wow.
I've never seen people lose their shit in my lifetime the way I've seen
Taylor?
Yeah, it's insane.
one. I'm so,
What am I missing? I don't get it.
like, I think Taylor Swift's great, super talented, great songwriter. But when you watch Whitney Houston from the 80s, I mean, you forget what the standard was.
Yes.
You forget what, like, oh yeah, we didn't need dancers, we didn't need fireworks, we didn't need this. Literally, just a woman with a microphone and a piano.
What about
Hell
Tina
yeah.
Turner?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Love
But different
TT.
kind. Tina Turner was a phenomenal singer, different type of singer.
Yeah.
Phenomenal singer, phenomenal dancer, phenomenal entertainer, and had real charisma. I mean, she really could captivate an audience. And she was like the Madonna in Europe.
Really?
Oh yeah, she in America she was everyone knows her and loves her and stuff, but in Europe she was, I mean,
Because she
number
lived-
one.
when she died, I think she was living out
She was
there.
living in Switzerland, I
yeah.
think. Yeah,
Not Europe, but close. Is that
Isn't
Europe?
Yeah, it's Europe.
All
It's-
right,
it's
sorry.
Switzerland.
I've been drinking. Yeah,
The
Europe.
Swiss Alps. It's north of Italy.
There you go, north of Italy. Well, I love it. Curveball on voices.
Okay.
And you're not gonna like it. Sinead.
Sinead O'Connor.
Yes,
I
as a
mean,
singer.
I don't think technically she was a great singer, but she was probably a singer that was meant more for like meaning and interpretation.
Ah, okay.
So I don't think it was. She wasn't like Barbara Streisand. Like
No.
here I am.
Have
with
you
the-
seen Streisand live?
Oh yeah, I'm obsessed. I grew up listening to Streisand. My Aunt Cindy and I are completely obsessed. And then when she was years ago, like 5 years ago, she was doing 3 concerts. She just, for whatever reason, she was doing the United Center in Chicago, Madison Square Garden, New York, and then whatever the hell in LA. And she sells out like that,
Yeah.
So my Aunt Cindy and I immediately bought tickets. She came out. She's like 76 at the time. She came out. She started singing. We started bawling.
Wow.
And she could still sing. And then Ariana Grande came out to do a duet with her.
Wow.
And Barbara's out singing Ariana.
And then the bomb hit.
And then
No.
we were in Manchester.
Yeah, what about some dudes? I mean, all I know is
Stevie
Sinatra.
Wonder is the greatest male singer. Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, but Pavarotti is the single greatest voice to ever live.
Pavarotti, even better than
Out of the
John
men.
Legend.
John Legend's really good.
Okay.
And I like his Christmas song.
Yeah.
How about, I'm thinking of other dudes.
Pavarotti, though. Pull up a Pavarotti.
Pavarotti,
See if he
Nessun
belts it.
How about like
Dorma.
Bocelli?
Andrea Bocelli is an amazing singer.
I like Bocelli. He's my guy.
Yeah.
More.
The Three Tenors?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Three Tenors, those concerts.
But I like the blind thing. I like that he's blind.
His son is a
grandpa's
good looking. He's got all the. It looks like Bocelli's son has got all the looks and
His kids are really good looking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
and he's got the talent and he gets to see. That's like fucked up.
That's true.
His dad was more, I would say, contemporary for men. There's no other.
Do you think when he gets in like a domestic dispute, he still can raise his voice?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wonder, right?
He's had a lot of domestic disputes. Trust me, he's had so many mistresses and kids out
really?
of wedlock. Oh yeah,
Crazy
he was
philanderer.
Italian.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you watch his doc?
Yeah, that's where I learned
doc.
about it.
Great doc. Same. He could not stop cheating, and you're like, this guy looks like Dom DeLuise, but if you got the talent,
No, if you got skills,
you're in.
Yeah,
If you
for
have
straight
skills.
people.
Yes. The
Why
ladies love
you're
it.
gay dudes are like fuck that.
Gay guys, I see me on stage. Well, I used to make this joke before I was known, but like it was hard doing gay shows when I first started doing stand-up because, you know, if gays don't know who you are, they want to see women. That's how we associate comedy a lot of times, or drag queens, right? So I would get on stage and try these jokes that I was doing at the Creek and the Cave, and you could just almost feel them being like, where's Kathy Griffin? You know,
Right.
I hear this at brunch. Who cares? Like,
Right,
because the
right.
gays are all funny. So they're all like, what the fuck is this guy offer? So the gay shows were really, really hard in the beginning. Really hard.
Interesting.
Yeah, a gay silence is loud.
Gay
At a show.
gay shows, like gay audiences, are very tough audiences because what they do is they don't respond. If you're not funny, they just turn and talk to each other.
Oh, that hurts worse than
That's
heckling
what I
or
mean.
anything.
That's brutal.
It's brutal.
I did a show. I never enjoyed performing in Vermont. I gotta say.
Really?
I'm
Why?
like it.
I did a show there. Well, first off,
Where were
one
you
ti-
performing?
Higher Ground. It's like a
It's an
small.
Aretha Franklin song.
Hey.
Oh no, Higher Love. I'm thinking of. Sorry, go ahead.
Well,
Your
there was no
love.
love that night.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. No, it was. I'm doing Vermont, and it's weird. I have a thing where, like, first off, I have a weird history. I got assaulted there. A guy smashed a pint glass over my head.
In Vermont?
Yeah,
I know
Then
this
the
peaceful ski chalet
Oh,
palace.
dude, they're fucking no. They're
Ben and Jerry's,
By the way,
Bernie
that city
Sanders.
is. Oh yeah, but it's yin and yang.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get, you get the kind of like the hippie dippies, but then you get the dudes who are like the bros who are like the woods.
Right.
I wish they were in Boston.
I mean, it's weird to be
Right.
liberal, but also like gun people. That's what they are.
Oh, that's true. They're
It's-
outdoorsy.
You don't see that combination like anywhere else.
That's
There's
a
no
good
like.
point.
especially not Manhattan.
Well, there's no like conservative market that's like pro-abortion. It's just a weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird combo.
You're
So-
right.
So we, we're doing the show. By the way, the fucking people there are like, they're losing it. I'm with Brian, my tour manager. We're just taking a walk. We're gonna go play basketball at the Y. As we're walking by, there's a woman on drugs, and she just turns to us and she goes, "Fuck both of you! I hope you suck dicks forever." And it's like all you can do is laugh.
Yeah, of course.
That's also
But
not
the show
word.
is
Yeah,
no.
that's
The show
your
is a
curse.
fucking mess. It's like one of those things where they're on drugs. They're just not laughing because they're on drugs, and it seems like they're having a great time. But I'm hating it.
Oh, they're
and
all high.
This guy won't stop fucking heckling me. Then he tries to come backstage, and they're
What?
like, and they let him backstage. And I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, oh, he works for the venue, and I'm like, oh, the guy who ruined my show.
Oh my
Oh, my God.
He didn't ruin it, but he was annoying as fuck.
No, I hate
No,
that.
he ruined it. Anyone who's hecklers, I have zero
Just
tolerance.
they don't know when to fucking. I have one joke that's a long story, and he just completely
Ruined
cut
it.
it off, and I had to, and then you have to rebuild the momentum. You know,
That drives me crazy. You guys have a safe word in the audience, like buy that guy a drink means throw him out.
No, I say to them, this person needs to go.
Oh,
But
there you go.
I will say I've been very, very, very lucky, knock on wood, that I really have quite great, well-behaved audiences.
Really?
Yeah, I do not
usually
deal
that's the case for me.
with-
The other shows this weekend were great. We did Providence, Northampton, and Albany's beautiful. The Egg is beautiful.
Oh, the egg's awesome.
I think it's because I have a bunch of gays and we all perform, so we know what it's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have an idea of like.
But sometimes that works the other way, though. Sometimes the people that are also like, I do this, are the worst fucking audience.
But I will say, I don't. They asked me, "What's your code word?" I said, "There's no code word." I will say up front, this person has to leave.
Yeah.
And I give zero tolerance. I have zero tolerance for hecklers. Zero.
But you've heard
and people
that
think
story.
I'm mean, and I'm like, I don't care if I bomb. If someone's heckling the first 15 minutes, I get them out. And if I bomb for the next 45 minutes, I go to bed happy that night. I don't fucking care.
Good for you, because my worry is I'll derail the show, I'll lose momentum, and I'll fuck it up.
I don't care. Not
You've
my
heard
problem.
that story. I forgot who it is. It might have been like Orny Adams or someone. Where
I do a great Orny Adams impression.
Well, you could do this after he.
Okay.
So he
can't wait.
apparently, I think it was Hilarities or something. He has a code word. His code word is "get this guy a cola," and they just forgot.
That's what I was getting at. This happened to me.
He's going, "Get this guy a cola." Will someone get him a fucking cola?
Yeah,
Because he doesn't want to be the bad guy when they get tossed.
This is why I brought it up. This happened to me. I was at the Taft Theater in Cincinnati. There was a couple in the front from Kentucky going, "Woo, we love you." Blah, blah, blah. Everything I'd say, they're like going into the setups. I'd be like, "So I got a ninja," and they're like, "Whoa, ninja!" You know, they're just so fucked up. And my code word is "tase this motherfucker" because it's still kind of funny, you know. So I go, "Tase this motherfucker," and you know everybody laughs. Nothing happens. And I go, "Can someone tase this motherfucker?" No one does anything, and then they're gesturing me on the side of the stage, and I look through the curtain, and the guy's going, he's like hitting a taser.
Oh
like,
my god!
You want to do this? And I was like, no, don't actually tase him. So they just stayed the whole show.
Damn.
So then after, like, what happened? I'm like,
That's sometimes
My code word is actually curb stomp this motherfucker, so it goes horribly. But.
Mine's just I scream faggot, and they're like, "Who?" But which one? But I hate. The thing I hate more than heckling, I'd rather someone purposely heckle me than someone who thinks they're supporting me
100%.
by talking at me.
Because we can do something with that.
yes.
Right.
We can
Exactly.
kind of yes and the heckler.
That's right.
But if it's someone who's like just like cheering you on, you're like now you're just fucking with the flow.
Yeah.
And I say I was in Houston doing a couple of shows, getting my hour together for
Where were you
this tour,
playing?
the Improv, and there were issues, but the audiences were fantastic. But one show there was a couple in the front. They were really talkative, and at one point I was just like, "You guys, I can hear every word you're saying, and it's incredibly distracting. So if you want this show to go well, can you just stop?" And then they stopped.
Oh, okay.
You know. So sometimes you just be honest. Like
I know.
Sometimes it's not about the joke. You just say like, "Hey, I want to let you know." You know what I say a lot if someone like at the cellar, if someone heckles and stuff. I'm like, "Everyone, this person here, this is called a narcissist.
Ooh, that's
This
good.
person."
That's catty as fuck. I
Oh,
like it.
I
That's
go
good.
in. I never yell. I never say "fuck you." You don't want to make it uncomfortable that
And
way.
you can't bite too quickly because I was at the comic strip once and I saw a comedian who's got a bit of a temper. I love the way he handled this. He just, no one else can see what's going on except
Right.
him. So he just turns around and goes, "Fuck you, get AIDS, bitch," and goes right back into his act. And I was like, you can't bite that quickly, dude.
Wow.
I've seen some comics, some pro comics, like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
that go in. And I was talking to Sarah Talmash years ago. We were at the stand years ago, the old stand, and she goes, we were talking about, they got into a fight with a heckler, and Sarah goes, I think almost 100% of the time I'm on the comic side. And I was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Usually.
You know,
100%.
Although one time
We're
I
in a
did
show.
see one where a comic snapped at a guy at Stand Up New York, and it escalated really quickly, and a guy in the front row, an old guy, goes, "Tell a fucking joke." The comedian puts the mic down and does this. So I'm kind of like, what the fuck is a fight about to go down? This
Yeah.
comedian, I'm like, he will kick this guy's ass. So I turn to the host. I'm like, you should probably do something. The host takes out a camera phone and starts recording it. That was his idea of do something. I'm like, fucking
Content.
take him off stage or do,
Yeah. So what happened?
The guy got off stage and he left.
Wow.
You just can't.
No fight
The
happened.
trick is you can't like scream and yell. You can't actually fight because you are trying to like keep the temperature in the room. You just have to be. My approach is always like I'm just super direct and honest. I'll say like I'm just letting everybody know like it's really difficult on stage when I have a rhythm of how I speak, and if someone keeps talking to me, if that rhythm gets ruined, I can't hear
Yes.
myself, and then the joke is ruined, and then there's 1,000 people here, and then the show's ruined for you guys. Like I'm just explaining to what's going on, and then people people you have to get them on your side, because otherwise we just look like crazy people like, shut the fuck up. And
like,
the person in the balcony is like, what?
Yes, you're like
What's
some
going on?
diva. But you ever have the thing where you're like, hey, could you guys stop talking? They're like, oh, fuck you. And you're like, wait, why are you mad at me?
Right.
You're the one talking at a show. I hate that.
And
It
you
drives
don't
me
want to
crazy.
come off like a
dick.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had a thing with taking the car service back yesterday from Albany. It's me.
I just love our lives, by the way. We're
I
like,
love
this
it.
car service, my tour manager and I, this
Great
hotel.
one with Gary Veter, who opens, James, who films, and fucking Brian, the tour manager. Brian he's so direct that it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We're like, the driver won't shut the fuck up. He keeps telling us bad jokes, and they don't have endings. They're jokes where they're just like, and we're like going over the set, and we're talking about stuff. We're talking about Gary's special. We're talking about we're working on a show together. And then he just keeps cutting off. He's like, I got another one for you. We're like, oh boy. And there's no ending. So we're just sitting there pausing, like waiting on a punchline. And then he takes a phone call. It's like a loud phone call.
Yeah.
It's like an expensive car service. So I kind of give my tour manager Brian a look like this. And he gives me a look like, I got this. And I'm like, I don't know what I got this. He turns to the guy, goes, we'd like a quiet car for the rest of the term.
Ooh.
And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's going to drive us off the road.
Yeah.
I love it.
You crushed this guy.
I love him.
I
Hey,
fucking
it's
love
a car
it.
service.
I loved it too, but I was like, God damn.
I mean, I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do that shit.
Schumer used to do that kind of stuff, and I was like, "Ugh," I wanted to like hide in my own asshole. I was so uncomfortable.
I
But
saw Amy do that before too, and I was kind of like, this is pretty cool.
she's a pro. I don't have that spine.
It just depends on the situation, I think, for me. But I will say 99% of the time, like, my audiences are great.
Totally.
I'm having issues, though, with the sound at theaters where I touch the mic and no matter where I touch it, it's like
Interesting.
And it happened at one theater, and I stood on the stage. I go, hey, this mic is making this noise. And then the sound guy goes, well, what do you want me to do? And I go, I don't know, this might surprise you, but I'm not the sound guy.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, that's just the way our mics sound. I said, let me get this straight. You have a 3,000 seat theater here, and this is the first time you've ever heard a problem with the microphone. He goes, well, maybe I'll get some duct tape and put it around. And I go, you can do whatever you want. I was like, but we just need to fix the problem. And they're holding the room, right? So and the whole staff is there, like all the ushers and everybody's in there, and I'm on stage going back with the sound guy, and he's making zero effort to fix it. And at one point he goes, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Whoa.
And I go, I promise you, I am not leaving this stage until you do your job. And then my tour manager calls her sound guy, and she goes, he said change the channel. So they change the channel, problem fixed.
Wow, that guy should be fired.
I don't even get me started. There was a certain
That's the job, right?
there was a certain theater, very big moment for me, and the two things happened. One, my host walks on stage. As he's walking on stage, they're not playing the music. The second he grabs the mic and says hello, they start playing the music.
That's happened to me before.
I turn to the sound guy and I say, hey, you need to play the music the second he walks out. And I'm not like Hassan Minaj. Like, I don't have like a giant screen behind me and cues and things that are, like really, you got to get it right. It's like, just play the music. So then Emma's opening for me. And in the middle of Emma's set, they start blasting my closer music.
Oh,
What song is it?
middle.
Annie Lennox, Walking on Broken Glass.
That's a good
So in the
tune.
middle of Emma's set, it's like, walking on broken glass. My head whipped to the stage manager.
This is the same guy fucking this all up.
Yes,
Jesus.
and I said, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, sorry, his hand slipped.
That happens. Yeah.
I was on
Happened to me
stage
too.
the whole time in a rage. Like, I did it, but the back of my head, when I left, I saw the sound guy talking to my tour manager, and he goes, Matteo, we're really sorry about that hiccup. I said, you should be, and tell your sound guy I'm fucking pissed. And I left.
Good.
I was mad. I'm
Happened to
still mad
Gary.
thinking
Happened to
about it.
Gary, but the
Wow.
song is I have him come out to is "I'm a Bitch" by Meredith Brooks.
I like
So
it.
it happened to him. Yeah,
But at least you can use that.
it's a funny song.
It's a funny tune.
It's a funny song for Gary to walk out to.
Yeah.
Do we just sound? Does your audience like we talk this inside baseball?
Sure.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
this is
'cause
a
I-
funny story.
Oh,
hope
play the
I'm
clip
not-
I sent you. I've never seen this, and I don't know. You guys have probably seen it, but I saw it for the first time. And we
This?
can't-
I've never seen this.
and we can't stop.
Wait,
doing it.
I
This
have
is a
seen
real
this.
scene from Intervention.
I know this.
Okay,
Yes.
Wait,
Mark,
are you just pulling this out of
pull it out.
Okay,
It's
okay.
fine. We'll go back into other stuff. But
I feel like we're
No,
in the
we
middle
can
of something
s-
here,
I'm-
but
we
all
can
right.
switch gears.
no. He told the story.
Oh,
Is
okay,
there
all
more
right.
there?
No,
I don't know what this is.
But this is unhinged.
Trying to eat well is exhausting, but when you change your atmosphere, you can also change your habits. With Factor, it's easier to heat up a delicious, healthy meal than it is to hit a drive-thru. Factor's America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit that delivers dietitian-approved meals right to your door. Their fresh, never-frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, way faster than takeout. We got a lot of these. They were really good, right?
So good. The smoothies are good. They taste good. They're easy to make. I mean, it's perfect for just a dumb non-cook guy.
And if you're on the go, the smoothies are great. The heat up, it's ready immediately. It's so quick. And it's actually really good tasting and nutritious. To factormeals.com/drunk50 and use code drunk50 to get 50% off. That's drunk50 at factormeals.com/drunk50 to get 50% off.
Oh, yeah. That was easy. Hey, folks, looking for something to do tonight? Well, check out Gametime. It's the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater near you with flash deals and last-minute tickets. You can go to amazing events without planning months in advance. They even have their Gametime guarantee, so you know you're getting the best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row elsewhere for less, Gametime will credit you 110% of the difference. Wow, what a steal. We know these places can kill you with the charges, the fees, the crap, the sub this and extra that. It's too much. Go out of town and see what Gametime has to offer. It's an amazing way to explore your city at prices that won't break the bank. Maybe we'll even see it at one of our shows. Huh? Get a ticket. Snag those tickets without the stress with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, use code DRUNK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem your code DRUNK for $20 off. Sorry. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Use promo code DRUNK, $20 off.
This is from Intervention.
Somewhere deep down in my heart,
He's a real Pavarotti, this guy. Great voice.
I still love you.
Get this.
What the fuck?
Is this being Bobby Brown?
It just sucks to have a bad cry.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That show bothered me because I just felt like they were completely taking advantage of the
Clearly.
poor
Of
people.
course.
Like that woman who was addicted to like the huffer or whatever, and she was like, "I think I'm walking on sunshine." I was like, "Okay, so like for the rest of her life, like that's what Allison has to be associated with that."
Well, she signed the release. You know, that's how they get you.
Do you think that guy knows he has an awful cry until he's on?
I think when you're
Probably
on
not.
Intervention, that's the least of your worries. Like this man is clearly doing so much crystal meth that he's now on A&E or whatever fucking channel it used to be on, with his family being like, "I love you" with lights and sound. Like they had to get mic'd for that. Like
I
it's
wish,
bad.
I wish a woman I broke up with had that cry, so I would have no second thoughts. Because
Right.
if you're just like, I think
We're
we should
done.
see other people, she was like, I'd be like, oh, thank God, this is the right choice.
Yeah.
This is great.
You know those guys in the sound booth like, go, with the headphones. Like, Jesus Christ. That totally came out of nowhere.
Wait, can we watch more clips and make fun of them?
I don't know. Yeah, we're sure.
I
What
just
do we
did a
got?
whole. My friend Gabby Bell's got a really fun YouTube channel, and we watched. Remember the Magic Bullet, the infomercial?
Yes.
We sat and watched the whole thing and read it for filth, and there's nothing better than infomercials. Like
Oh,
the old
so funny. With
infomercials.
Don't do
black
that
and
one. 'Cause
white.
That one's super current. Is there any other show? Yeah, these are.
Who's
current.
this?
These are really current, and this is not coming out for a minute. Okay, so
He
let's
did?
do it
What?
then. All right. Wow.
Is that what joke? Fucking
Wow.
Diva. Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
I hope it's guilt.
Too much pussy.
Yeah. He swallowed a pube.
Women, okay, so you're dating or you're engaged or you're newly married or you're single, okay? And you don't want to end up with a corn addict. You don't want to end up marrying someone. If you are against
Wait,
corn in
pause.
a relationship,
So they're saying corn because porn gets flagged by TikTok.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because this woman, I haven't seen this, but I've heard about this. Yeah, she's like a fucking. This woman is the woman who was really mad about Oppenheimer, right? Can you get the other?
Why? Why was she mad?
Because Florence Pugh is naked in it. I haven't
Okay.
seen the clips, but I've heard about this. Can you
So?
pull up the
Not
other
against her will.
Is she like super Christian?
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way,
a
that's
problem.
what's bothering you about Oppenheimer, not that fucking
The Japanese-
200,000 Japanese people got murdered.
Genocide.
Your Hitler
You're mad
joke
about
with Will
tits?
was so good, by the
Oh,
way.
thanks, man.
What did you say? You were like,
Oh, geez, tell that to Joe Liss.
Oh, really? Is that the bit?
I posted a clip of me and Will fucking around with it. Yeah, let's see.
any advice for my husband and I wanting to watch Oppenheimer, but being fully afraid of the Florence Hugh scene everyone is talking about?
There's two.
Wow.
Have you guys seen Oppenheimer
Boy,
yet?
Nikki
No,
Glaser
I
has
really
changed.
watched. Not yet.
I think it's really good.
I'm
I should
dying to
watch
see it.
My friend Nick, he's such an idiot when it comes to history. He was watching Oppenheimer. He goes, "Why the hell do they keep talking about the Nazis? Isn't this Japan?" I'm like, you're an idiot.
Ah,
That's
funny.
amazing.
Okay,
Must be
so
nice.
fucking hilarious.
I research everything before we watch
Do
it.
you?
But especially this movie, obviously I heard about it. Yes, we wanted to see it. It has an amazing rating. We prepared ourselves. I didn't know when the scene was going to happen, and I also didn't understand how the scene was happening. I thought it was just several minutes straight of, but it wasn't. It was actually broken up into like, it
Wow.
would do a
This
a
is
flash of
wild.
that.
There were
and then
also
it would do
two
a flash
nukes,
of
you dumb
normal
bitch.
life, and then it would do a
Yeah,
flash
there's a
of the scene,
genocide.
and then it was like very, back and forth. So it was really difficult to avoid it. But obviously, my husband and I talk about everything. If we go
You don't
anywhere
talk
or we
about
go see
everything.
anything, even if
Man,
it's
you
a
always wonder who
concert,
likes
movie,
John Christ.
An event.
All right.
We have a game plan.
I
We
like
talk
John.
about
He's a nice
things.
guy.
Like, what if you get
Let's
triggered?
get the
What if
boom
I get
mic in
triggered?
there.
Really, the
Oh, that's a
problem
fan
isn't
blade.
what if you get
You're talking
triggered.
about
The
being
problem is, what if I
triggered
get triggered? Because
by
I don't-
nudity during a war film.
Yes, with a lot of murder.
Knowing that, like, how many millions of people in Hiroshima are going to die, and she's
Yeah.
worried about a dick,
Or tits.
Tits.
Yeah.
tits.
Crazy.
want my night
I thought
to
the
be
tits
ruined
would be
by
like
being
a
triggered by
relief.
something on a screen. So essentially, what we did was, when the scene came up, when things were happening, he literally closed his eyes and laid his head on my shoulder. Like,
Aww.
if this is my
So
shoulder,
you're-
like this is my
Your
shoulder,
husband's
like
gay.
Yeah.
And
I don't
would
know
just,
her
like, let him
husband,
whenever
but
it
I
was over.
know he's
And
gay.
it literally, I will
Yeah.
tell you what right now, took nothing away from the story. Him not looking at the screen during did not
You're an
change the
adult.
storyline. Did
I
not
know.
change
Do they
anything.
they must not have sex?
By the way, this is what my mom did to me when we saw He Got Game in the theater. She put her hands over my eyes so I couldn't see the titties.
Really?
Yeah, and she did it to me during Grifters.
He Got Game. Is that the one where he dresses up in drag to play basketball?
That's Joanna Man.
That's it,
He Got
okay.
Game's like a good movie. That's Spike Lee.
Very
Is
good.
it? Okay.
Yeah,
I like Spike
Denzel.
Lee.
Yeah, it's a good flick. But she did it to me during Grifters too. Fucking Annette Bening's perfect young titties.
Oh, well, pull them up.
Annette Bening was a fucking. She
Was
was a
she?
dime piece. Oh
I
yeah.
don't remember ever seeing her young.
I think she was hot older.
I literally.
I think
Yeah.
she's hot in American Beauty.
Very hot in that. With the legs up, getting plowed by Peter Gallagher.
Oof.
I don't know if I'm with you on this one.
Dude, she pulled prime Warren Beatty. Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you know how
Warren
much boon
Beatty
that guy
was
was getting?
so
Warren Beatty's a
hot.
handsome guy.
Do you know how much pussy Warren Beatty?
Oh, okay, I
was
like
getting-
that one. All right, don't go to the old bag. What are we doing here, Peters?
You'd still hit it, dude, out of respect.
I'm sure I would. I saw her on a plane once with Warren Beatty. Man, he was handsome.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I'd take him over
Madonna
her.
dated Warren Beatty.
She pulled prime. He was Bugsy. Like I think he was also probably Odin on Punani. and
Who do you think is the
Yeah.
hottest woman and man of all time?
Well, of all
Wow,
time,
you can't
that's
do
tough.
that. It's fucking.
Who?
Beauty is subjective. You can't.
If you had to pick for yourself,
hottest man. Oof.
Hottest
and
man.
hottest woman.
Paul Newman's in the conversation.
Yes.
Look up Paul Newman.
Yes.
Young Paul Newman's hot as shit.
Oh, yeah. That's a good dude pull.
Those fucking eyes. Come on, dude.
It's a different era, but yeah.
Different era. Yeah, I guess.
Young Marlon Brando for me is
He is a hot
Oh,
guy.
fucking
that's a
hot.
handsome hunk of
You
junk.
type in young Marlon Brando.
Yeah, well,
'cause
like, we're talking,
I
like,
mean,
What's
I
the
think we did this
fucking-
last time.
did we?
Yeah, I think
Did we
so.
really? That's actually
Let me see,
hysterical.
yeah.
I mean, Madonna, like that. He's like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
very
got
male.
good features.
That's a man right
And
there.
a lot of like leading men back there weren't necessarily hot. They were just cool, like Bogey.
Right.
Bogey's
right.
a weird looking dude.
He is, yeah.
but he's
But he made it
awesome.
work.
Yeah,
I do think Halle Berry is the most beautiful person to ever live.
She's up
hot.
there.
She's
I
up
just
there.
don't think there's. I was watching X-Men.
Young Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that's on my top. That's top 5 for me.
Yeah,
she's interesting looking.
Yeah. She's beautiful, but never like I don't know. She never quite.
Dude, pull up some prime Angelina.
oh,
Come
you
on.
can't beat. I go Ange over Halle.
Halle Berry's hot as fuck. Though.
Oh my god, she's
Super hot.
fucking stunning. Actually, young Sophia Loren.
Oh, that's in there.
I would say young Sophia Loren is
Dude, come
She was
on.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Are you kidding? That's a little too young there.
Before the nose job, before
Look
the
at that.
jaw,
Christ,
before
Peters.
the buccal fat removal.
That is a natural beauty. That's insane that's natural.
And she was nude in
And
a
her
lot of
kids
movies
look
too.
just like her kids look literally a perfect blend between Brad Pitt and her.
Can't go wrong there.
I mean,
jeans.
stunning.
Wow.
Almost as good as these free jeans I got from Doer. Thank you guys.
Hey, I'm wearing
Type in
Doer as
young
well.
Sophia Loren.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Now,
How did we get on this? Oh, that Christian girl. How did you find her, Sam?
It was like going, a few people sent it to me yesterday. It's just like all over the internet. I didn't even watch it though because I want to save it for this.
Cary Grant's a handsome dude too, by the way.
Yeah, but I think Mateo's issue back then is Mateo's a big body guy. And those dudes back then had shit bodies.
No,
I
I'm
think
not so
that's-
much about the body guy, even though I just married Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
but
right.
that's such a great
photo.
picture,
James
yeah.
Manfield.
Ooh, Mansfield was a dime piece. So was fucking Mariska Hargitay, though. Her daughter, early SVU.
Mariska Hargitay, I
Oh.
can never say her name. She's gorgeous.
Beautiful
Oh my
face.
God, yeah.
Mansfield, good name for a gay bar. Hold on now. Go to Cary Grant as he's a hand. Do you know Cary Grant? He's like the George
love Cary
Clooney
Grant.
of the 40s. What is this, a hot guy?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's a different era again, but look at the pool. Very cute face.
Yeah, he's handsome.
Okay.
He was a handsome lead, and he could do comedy or drama, man.
Yeah.
Hitchcock, Notorious.
Right.
To Catch a Thief.
Yes.
All those old flicks.
Is that a gay photo of them?
Oh, maybe.
He dabbled.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him. He got a lot hotter.
Great. Oh, dude, you know what that movie, Arsenic and Old Lace? That's like a Michelle Wolf favorite. It's like an old comedy he did. It's funny as shit.
Really?
Slapstick, weird.
I know it's a little hacky, but I do think that Emrata is very attractive. I like a different look. I like a exotic kind of,
I've
not
seen her
a
in
classic.
person, though. She looks a lot like, and this is not taken away, but a little bit like the alien in Mars Attacks.
I'm okay with that.
Walks like
A
this.
little bit.
That was a cute alien.
Look, I'm not saying I
Wasn't that
wouldn't
with
fuck
Martin
the alien,
Short?
but
By the way,
Yeah.
no one's funnier than Martin Short.
I love Martin
I've been
Short.
watching Only Murders in the Building, and he is so fucking
Have you seen
funny
Jiminy
on it.
Glick?
Yeah.
Oh, the
I am
best. The best.
Obsessed with his Jiminy Glick.
It's so
I
funny.
Can't get enough of it.
It's ahead of its time. It's like pre-Two Ferns and all that. It's
Yes.
gold.
You're right. Holy shit.
And he was so mean to those celebrities.
So mean. And they took it.
It's very Two Ferns.
He shits on Seinfeld all day, and Seinfeld's on the floor.
Well, Seinfeld let him have it too.
Yeah,
though.
that's true.
My favorite dude was interviewing Edie Falco, and he's like, "You Italians try not to kill people." And she goes, "Why do Italians try not to kill people?" He asked Mel Brooks. He goes, "What's your big beef with the Nazis?"
Ah, that's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Fucking Mel Brooks, man.
Oh, that alien's hot.
Mel Brooks is. We used to watch Mel Brooks movies all the time as a
I
kid.
know. What was
your
Blazing
favorite?
Saddle.
Yeah.
I
Blazing
love
Saddle's
Blazing
on
Saddle,
TV
but a
the
Young
other day.
Frankenstein is my favorite.
Yeah.
Put on the Ritz. Yeah, it's so good.
I used to imitate Madeline Kahn, the tired, sick, and tired of love. And I had no idea what it was about, but I just was drawn to her.
She's amazing.
Do you know she was an unbelievable opera singer?
what?
Go to Madeline Kahn, Glitter and Gay. It's a song. And you will, and just skip halfway through. You will not.
She was hot, too.
Oh my God. She's top. Yeah. Click on that one and just skip like 3/4 of the way through.
Uh-oh.
She was an unbelievable opera
Really?
singer. Oh,
Wow.
yes. She was fully trained, like the real deal. And you would never know because in that movie she was tired. of
Yeah.
love.
Right. Well, it's her like Will Ferrell. I think you can be funnier when you train serious.
I agree.
He was like a Shakespearean actor.
Like a Leslie Nielsen or something.
Yes.
Well, she made this song comedy too.
Now we're talking hot. Do we take in longevity? Does that play a role? Are we talking peak? Are we talking like Jane Fonda's got longevity? I feel like
She's still hot.
Oh,
still
Jane Fonda
banger.
looks great. Sharon Stone looks great.
she does.
Pull her up.
Sharon Stone today looks absolutely great. I think Sofia Vergara will look the same till she dies.
You know what's so
Probably,
fucking
yeah.
funny though? Think about how deprived everyone was. Like the Basic
No
Instinct.
Botox filler and
No,
great.
I'm talking about like the scene in Basic Instinct where she does this and she shows her beaver for like literally 3 seconds,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's the hottest scene!" And
Yeah.
now the internet. I mean, that should
nothing.
be PG.
That's like
that
a-
should be in a kids film.
It's like an 18-year-old's Instagram post.
Yeah.
It's not even like a thing anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks great.
yeah.
She looks great. Hanging in there. Fucking J-Lo looks great.
Oh, J-Lo, that's another one. She will never age. You know, Mariah, as cuckoo bananas as she is, Mariah looks good.
Yeah.
Mariah doesn't change.
Those fucking roller skates with the short shorts.
In Fantasy.
If you can pull that photo, I've jerked off to that poster.
I did a Mexican TV show once called Noches con Platanito. Have either one of you done it before?
No, I remember that.
Okay, well, it's embarrassing. But they dressed me up like Mariah in Fantasy, and I was rollerblading around in a wig, and they all just... And they were playing Fantasy. I'm like, there's no way they got the rights to this music.
That's the one.
No, that's from Glitter. Type in Mariah Carey Fantasy music video.
Okay. I've just on that poster. Sorry.
Mariah is hot.
Hot. Big cans, too.
Big lips. Lips definitely help.
Lips are good. Both of them.
Ugh, I miss young Mariah Carey.
Mark, who else is in the convo for you?
For women, I do like, what's her face? Salma Hayek.
Gorgeous.
And I like Penelope Cruz. And I like...
Gorgeous. Ethan Simmons Patterson and I went and just saw this Italian movie with her in it, and she speaks Italian the whole film.
How does she? How many languages can she act in?
She probably, I mean, she was a Spanish woman living in Italy, so every once in a while she would say something Spanish, but like I'm fluent in Italian, and she was A+.
Wow, that's impressive.
And fucking smoking hot.
Yeah,
she was
beautiful woman.
smoking
She's
hot.
so good in Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Oh, is she hot in that?
I was supposed to be in that role. I auditioned, and that I used to joke with that Liza, because I do believe Liza Minnelli thinks that she could audition for any role.
Yeah.
And I would do this on Fortnite with my friends all the time. It was like, I was auditioning for Tomb Raider, and it was down to me and Angelina Jolie, and I said, Angelina, whichever one of us gets it, it's meant to be.
Natalie Portman, I know it's a hack.
Oh,
but
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
No, gorgeous.
I saw her on Broadway as Anne Frank.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
an honor.
what?
She played Anne Frank. She's a Jew.
Oh, I'd charge
Is
that.
she
addict.
Jewish?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good for her. But you saw, I just can't imagine you going to watch The Diary of Anne Frank. How old were you?
I was a kid. My parents took me.
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't like, let's fucking do this.
Let's get drunk.
I do love that about you, that you're just like such a New Yorker that you were seeing Broadway shows when you were a
Well,
kid.
well
Like,
that's why when
amazing.
remember when we were up there riffing, you didn't think I'd know that much about Broadway.
I loved it. That was such a great clip. We should do it
We're
again.
doing it in Chicago, baby.
We should do it.
At least, I mean, I know
I'll come out with you.
you do whatever you do at your show, but at my show, we're definitely doing it.
We're doing back-to-back in Chicago.
I heard Chicago Theater. Both of you, Chicago
September
Theater.
29th, September 30th.
That's incredible. So you guys will stay an extra day, or
The
one of you?
Chi-Town kids ride again.
I'm going to sign the wall right under Liza Minnelli.
Oh, that's great.
Because I've opened for Aziz there and opened for Schultz there. And so now that I'm performing there, I'm like, okay, I know that Liza's signature
Yeah,
is
you
on the
do.
wall, and I'm going to sign right under Matteo Lane.
Hometown boy makes good.
Yeah, we were open for Aziz there together. I remember that.
Oh my God, my family doesn't know you're coming. They're going to die.
Oh, you surprise him. We'll do
They're
it.
obsessed with him.
We'll
Oh,
do.
really?
I'm pumped. Yeah, I got in a day early anyway.
Perfect.
Just because but the big ones, you kind of want to chill.
Yeah.
Also, it's a great. Chicago's one of the best cities.
It's
so.
the best. Did my special there. Just
too.
don't get hammered the night before, which is so hard because you want to be fresh for the
It's
show.
a drinking city.
It really
I grew
is.
up there.
Malort.
It is a drinking city.
Do you ever
When I-
drink Malort?
Yes, I know. It's disgusting. It is disgusting.
It's
I
not
can't
great.
believe you know what that is.
Of course.
They've made you try it.
Every time
got
for
Sam
years.
deep dish pizza for the first time, and
Oh,
he
wow.
loved it.
Well,
Really?
We went to, where we go? Lumonati's?
Lumonati's. We got fresh.
People
deep dish
hate that.
pizza.
People hate on it though, because I always say I loved it, and people were like, "Fuck you,
There's always
Pequods."
that
It turns out
rival
no
shit.
one likes deep dish pizza except Chicagoans, and we're fine with it.
I'm a thin crust guy for sure. That was a terrible idea. I'll tell you, man.
It'll put you out.
We
Ouch.
made the mistake. We eat way too much on my tour. Because I have Gary opening, so every meal is family style, huge. It's comical. We ended the show, and we wanted to leave right after Albany, so we got a huge meal before. Middle Eastern food. We've been eating this shit like hummus, gassy stuff all day. I'm dying. Viter's dying. We're in pain. I was like, we're never eating before the show like that again, but we had to leave. So I get off stage.
I don't care for gassy people. But, yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna die during this set.
Yeah.
I'm downing peppermint pills. Shout out Rick Glassman. I get
I
off.
was performing somewhere and there was Pepto-Bismol. I go, oh, you guys have Pepto-Bismol? That was Sam Morrell. Who left it for last week. I
It's in the
texted, I said,
rider.
Thanks, Sam.
Well, so I get off stage. I'm dead. I'm like hurting, and I collapse. I let out the biggest fart. Right as I do it, the promoter comes in, and I'm just like, oh boy. And then he goes, it was great working with you. I did the show for you in Wilkes-Barre. I was like, oh yeah, I remember you. And he goes, oh, I wasn't there in person. I'm like, well, this has been a great interaction.
Yeah.
I really killed this one.
Yeah.
You just want him out so you can fart.
Yeah.
Just leave so I can release this tension, you son of a bitch. I'm such the opposite on the road. I'm like, I have chicken and rice and vegetables, like after I do sound check and everything. And then I don't eat anything. And then I go on stage. And when I'm done, I usually get a hotel with 24-hour room service so I can get like chicken.
Oh,
right?
wow. You got to get that protein.
I know.
We eat way too much on my tour. It's not. And then Gary blames me. I'm like, you're the one who fucking picks these restaurants out.
Let me ask you guys a theater question. We're all doing some theaters now.
Yeah.
Does yours come with a runner?
Some do,
What do you
some
mean
don't.
a runner?
Every theater I go to, they're like, this is Bob, your runner. This is Sheila, your runner.
Who'll go get you shit?
Yeah.
Some do, some don't.
I've had like
You're paying for that, by the way.
You
So
are?
I cut it out because I've never used them. So I'm like,
I had for, like,
I'll just get Uber
coffee
Eats.
once or something.
We got coffee in the every venue has coffee. They have
Yeah.
a coffee machine.
My rider, what's on your rider? Like in the green room, what do you want?
Let's hear it. Let's do our riders here.
Immunity shots, like because you get someone scratching your throat in a different city
right.
every day. So I get those
Immunity
ginger
shots. What do you
like ginger, lemon.
Oh, you can ask for that.
That's clever.
I like those. I get Bodega Cat whiskey, obviously.
Nice.
I get vermouth, the maraschino cherries, the bitters. I want to make them Manhattan. We have. I get a couple bottles of natural wine just so everyone can get wine drunk after the shows. I like having some wine
You drink on the road?
after the shows.
That's all I
have like
do.
wine. Yeah,
Drink and eat.
God, how do you guys?
we're struggling.
You guys look great. You guys don't
nice.
seem disheveled. How? I had 3 vodka
We play
sodas
ball
on
every
Friday,
day.
and I'm still recovering.
Well, I play on my tour. We play basketball every day. Gary and James will like do weights. Brian and I, we play pickup ball, and then we do some light. I'll do like pull ups or some shit just to like feel something. But yeah, I don't.
Plus, they're sober, so that kind of helps. Like,
Yeah,
Viter's
Viter
pretty
doesn't.
sober.
Although Viter had a couple drinks with me the other
Whoa.
night. I'm breaking his ass because I'll get Gary by lying about a bottle being like old. I'll be like, this is like a $500 bottle of wine. He'll be like, fuck. And then I'll try it. I'll be like, $30. Got you to
Aldi
drink, you
wine.
pussy.
It's $8. Mine's like peanut butter and bread.
Yeah.
And a thing of fruit and like coffee, water, and sugar-free Red Bull. Michelle Wolf gave me that tip because when you're doing like a club or something or like back-to-back shows and you're exhausted for that next show, because I was like, who tours more than Michelle?
Yeah.
So I said, what the
Us,
fuck
we
do you do?
She's in Europe. What do you mean?
I know she's touring now, but this is years ago. I remember I
okay.
was doing like a weekend at I think Wise Guys, and she was doing like her 15th show at Comedy Works or something. So I like
God.
texted her. And I said, "How do you have the energy to do it?" She goes, "Sugar-free Red Bull." So I was like, "Okay." So I put
Over coffee?
it's sugar-free. But
Does
I
it work? It gets you a jolt?
I just take 3 or 4 sips before my second show.
We were sponsored by Monster Energy on my last tour, and it was like
God.
I had to have
Sponsored by cancer.
It took so much energy not to shit on it every night. I mean, I
Yeah.
would, and then we'd just clip up. I'd be like, "This is good," and they'd be like, "That'd be the one."
Oh, I wonder if the Container Store wrote back. I
this
went
is
in
big.
on them.
What
This
happened?
is big.
I'm trying to let them know that they're awful.
He's fighting with the Container Store right now.
I do like the Container Store.
The worst business. Use other people trying to get a reaction.
Oh, really?
Well, because
I take it back. Fuck the Container Store.
There
I
you
spent
go.
all this fucking
I
money.
think
on this
we ordered
shelving.
stuff for them today, actually.
They have the alpha shelving, right? So I order all this. That takes forever. It's super expensive, and then you're like, okay, come deliver it on this day. Well, they miss the delivery day. Then they miss the next delivery day. Then they're like, well, they're coming, and they go, is it a walk up? We're like, yeah. They go, well, you didn't tell us, so we have to choose another day. I'm like, it's Manhattan. Then they finally come. They bring it, right? And then they're supposed to install it today. So I get everything out of my closets, and I've got these giant bags. You can't walk in my apartment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a New York apartment. I can't fucking move. And they say, we're coming between 11 and 5. So I'm just sitting at home all day because I cut out my day. I'm like, I have to wait for this guy.
It's like the cable guy.
And then I finally call them, and they're like, we're not coming. And I go, what do you mean? Like, the delivery guy says they don't have that. I'm like, but we're both holding the same confirmation number.
yeah. God.
So it's like now my apartment is completely trashed. I got to go to Australia in 4 fucking days. I just wanted I'm spending all this fucking money. So I was like, I wonder what would happen if I just
We're also never home. So,
Right.
So when people fuck us on, like, we have a very small window.
Yes,
I'm home for 2 days, and half my day is sitting at home with shit all around while I'm waiting for the containers.
What have you gotten a response from them yet? Because you
No,
got a big
nothing.
following here.
And you used to work there, so
I got fired.
he got
Really?
fired. So
Yeah.
there's some beef here. That's what
Damn.
this is.
Yeah,
They remember
you know what? Working for them was a nightmare because they're like a fucking cult. I remember like walking in, they sat all the employees down, and then they show a projection of a picture of the president of the company, not a video, a picture that we had to
Jesus.
stare at while they played a tape of him saying, "I love my employees."
Oh, it's
It felt like
hilarious.
The Simpsons. Like
I was
the
just going to
leader.
say that. Holy shit.
Homer, that does not look like the leader.
Holy shit.
that's a great
Can you do all the
march.
Simpsons?
I can do a good amount. I can do Mo. I can do Mo's Tavern. What's going on, Mo?
Wow.
Bernie. Homer.
Hey.
Mr. Burns. And I can do Smithers.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Hidden talent.
My favorite is I can't do Homer very well, but I love when he was like, "Damn you, God! Damn you!" That's not God. That's a waffle bar left up there 2 weeks ago. I know I shouldn't eat thou. Oh. I can't.
You don't really do impressions on stage,
There
though.
it is.
I know. Sometimes I do.
You do
I can
like
do
voices.
Ralph. What does Ralph say?
This
He's
is
one
fucking
of my
incredible.
favorites.
Yeah, but the thing is, I do it like when on my special. People kept being like, "I love your impressions, like impressions." I'm like, oh, but I think because I naturally do voices, like I do a Michelle Wolf impression on my special, and people were like, "We love your impression of Michelle."
man.
Does she like it?
Oh, Michelle, that's like because what happened? We watched the British Bake Off, and there was a woman with no hand, and so Michelle and I kept texting each other like every week, like, "Are they going to bring up the hand or not?"
British
And
handoff.
they never brought it up, and so finally one day was the final episode. I'm sitting and watching, and I just unprovoked I get a text from Michelle Wolf. I open it up, it's a voice message. What happened to the hand?
I have to know.
That's fun. By the way, I love the British Bake Off because it's like everyone's just chill.
So chill.
You watch American cooking shows, everyone's so fucking damaged. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
you're
know.
making Bronzino. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
This is what I say. I was like, in American shows, I'm just doing my old bits, but it's like in American shows, like you're defined by what horrible thing happened to you. So like, if you've had
Yes.
cancer, you're just cancer girl, you know. And then, but the British Bake Off, they had-
Cancer Girl, worst superhero ever.
Yeah, it's like you have to choose. They're making you pit them against each other. So it's like Cancer Girl versus like Iraq veteran.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I feel terrible having to choose. You
You
know?
watch Chopped, it's just a sad off. It's like my son died of leukemia. Here's my penne. Or
I got
whatever.
defrauded by a bank loan.
Yeah.
I lost my restaurant in 9/11.
And now you have 15 minutes to make an apple pie. Go. And your only ingredients are duct tape and an eel. Go. You know, they're just panicking. It's just,
I just got back from Epstein's Island. Here's my trout. You know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy show. But yeah, you're right. The Bake Off is just fun. It's like lesbians making bread,
I
and
love
then
it so
and they're so
much.
polite. They're like, we're sorry, Mark. Your bread isn't good enough. And he's like, "Hmm."
yeah, there's an old lady.
I just want to say, oh no, my favorites will be like, if anyone's finished, could you please help me? I haven't finished yet. Right, I'm coming over. And
Yeah,
they start helping
yes.
each other. You're like, the fuck?
Yeah, there's no beeping too. Like
Nadia. When Nadia won, I sobbed. I could not breathe. I was crying so hard.
yeah.
Who's
She's
the
like,
guy with the nice
people tell
eyes?
you can't do it. You can't do it.
That's the guy. He's the judge.
Those fucking icy
He's a
eyes.
Paul
sexy guy.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Is
Paul
he?
Hollywood.
Is he
I feel like there's a
sexy?
lot of housewives at home like, oh, Paul Hollywood can rape my quiche any day.
I think he's just got awesome eyes.
But
Yeah,
like
he's
the
got very
hair,
blue
the
eyes.
salt and pep. He's a handsome.
Is that young Paul Hollywood? Look.
Oh yeah! Whoa! It looks like Stephen Baldwin.
Well, he is Greek, and that
Oh.
he does look very, very,
But
very.
yeah, it is weird.
Greek.
He does kind of a vibe of like if Guy Fieri was James Bond.
Ooh, that's a tweet. You gotta get that out.
I'll
in the world.
tell you.
Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Don't do it now.
No. I got Peeves. We got to do Peeves
Oh
too.
fuck! I forgot about Peeves. Yeah, he's a hunk. But my point is, if you watch The American, they fuck up their turkey dinner and they're like beep 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 beep. you know, but this show, there's no cursing at all. And then there's a garden outside.
And they're like, their B-roll is like of a baby lamb eating grass.
Yes,
like, it's just so not what you would think. Man, Paul Hollywood was smoking hot.
I'm telling you.
You ever see people and like, they're like older...
Why is he not anymore? It's because he's just a little heavier?
No, he's
older.
He's good looking now, but I'm just saying when you look at someone when they're 21, you're like, damn.
Sure.
But do you ever see people like in their 50s or 60s and they have a certain attitude towards like women or waitresses and stuff, and it's like, oh, I forget, you're like, they're a creep, but I'm like, oh, you were hot when you were younger.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know that you're not that anymore.
Right. It's like when Morgan Fairchild flips out on you, you're like, oh, you used to have everyone nice to you, but now you're not hot.
Not Morgan Fairchild.
She was hot.
Mark, you are such a
She
faggot.
was hot. Really?
Pull it
The
up.
fact that Mark knows Morgan.
What- I know who she
love
is. What are you
Morgan
talking about?
Fairchild.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought she was just sort of like...
Well, she was on TJ Hooker. She
I
was
love you,
on
Mark.
Baywatch.
I love
It was
you
a weird
so
pull,
much.
but of course I know who it is.
Well, I needed someone who used to be hot who now looks like, you know, a televangelist.
No, but I know what you mean, though. No, Mateo's right, though. It is
700 Club.
Yes,
That lady
yes.
with the pink hair.
That's her.
But, dude,
look at that. Come on, side
You're right.
boob.
People who like, I'll be honest, I feel like New York City is kind of like that.
Oh,
New York City is like a hot chick that isn't quite as hot, but it's still a fucking asshole. It's like so much of the city is like, deal with it.
yeah,
Right,
LA too
right.
has a little of that. LA was
Or it's
hot.
like the noise is nonstop here. The fucking everything's working. The rent is jacked up.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and
the
it's like
subway sucks.
it's like, hey, what? Not everyone wants to fuck you anymore.
Yeah, we're going to Nashville.
Nashville,
I'll
Austin.
fuck the shit
I
out
just
of
want
Austin.
to say, I just can't get over them. Of all the people in Mark's Rolodex, he throws Morgan Fairchild.
I think it was a good pull.
Pam Anderson's
was
too easy. I'm trying to
fantastic.
be a little more original here.
Pam Anderson's having kind of a moment too.
She's back. She's back
Pamela.
in a
Oh
big
yeah,
way.
she's doing great.
She wrote a book, the documentary.
Yeah, but
She's a televangelist.
Look at me. Look at that.
Mark, you are.
Holy, that's not her.
No, okay, wait. Who is that woman on the right
Let me
though?
just say this.
Because that woman, I'm.
That was the last one. Who the
I like
hell
that
is
I didn't even I have no reaction anymore.
She's a.
Knots Landing. You are.
Oh my God! Yeah, look.
You are not kidding. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I will not be getting hard tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
I used to see her on infomercials all the time, and as a kid, I was like, "Why does she feel like she looks so uncomfortable?"
Perfect example. Someone who couldn't stop. They just kept going with the surgery, and it's ruined.
I heard that could happen if you get too much hair too.
But no, I
baby.
just want more hair.
You look great.
Thanks. I don't think that like hair. It's really not that much more, but you know.
Let me just say it. We're flying through this, but I had a thing. You talk about fucking Madeline Kahn singing opera. You know who else sang opera? Jim Jeffries,
Really,
the comedian.
Jim Jeffries can sing opera.
I thought he was just in a
polyps
band.
on his throat and had to quit.
Well, you could get them removed.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
He's doing this beautiful song, and then he's like, "Yeah, you cunts."
Yeah. You
Right,
can't-
so listen up, you.
I guess there's no footage of him singing.
I
but-
love Jim.
Next song is gonna be a really great song. Your son only. I bet you he was like he must have been a tenor.
He's so funny.
Yeah, funny guy. All right, sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up because I thought
He
there'd be
got hair
footage.
plugs.
Yeah, he did, and they look pretty good.
Yeah, I think Joel McHale got
Great plugs.
hair plugs.
Jimmy
Me,
Kimmel, Seth MacFarlane.
Jimmy Kimmel. Oh,
Elon
Jimmy
Musk.
Are
definitely.
you just
got hair
supposed? Are you
plugs.
supposed to do this? Are you supposed to just out all these people?
I mean, the
what is-
pictures
what are we
there.
outing?
There's
Well, I
pictures
don't know.
done.
I mean, it's like
It's-
it's obvious when your hairline's been sliding up and down your forehead,
Exactly.
and suddenly it solidifies.
I
It's
would
a
not have
secret.
noticed with you that you needed it.
I
Because
didn't
I
either.
disguised it so well. I actually, in my year post-op, with my doctor, he showed me pictures of my hairline before, and I was actually shocked how little of hair I had.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I really was I was like, whoa. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Wow. Yeah, the photos will get you. You know, like you pull up Seth MacFarlane or Elon Musk, it's wild.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane got hair transplants, I believe, by the same guy that I...
Oh.
I have no
hey.
idea. I have no way to prove that. I just assumed because he's in New York.
Give me an old photo of old McFar.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind. Not Seth MacFarlane. I remember seeing something weird going on with him when I
Oh,
did...
yeah, Travolta too. Yeah, it's going back.
Travolta.
But you see, when it's that perfect line like that, that's always a giveaway.
Right.
Young Travolta, what do you think?
Oh,
Stunning.
Yeah.
stunning.
Stunning.
The butt chin. Look,
Yeah.
look at Musk, though. I mean, come on, that's bananas.
Where is he?
He looks like a
On the
different
right.
person. Holy
Oh,
shit!
Yeah,
Yeah, he does. He looks more alien there.
He does.
even though he hadn't been to space yet.
What was he doing in the first picture? Like, was he like in the Matrix? Like, what is going on in that
He
photo?
looks like he's a fucking chipmunk or something.
Yeah, he looks like
looks
he lives in a
adorable.
tree.
Yeah.
Well, let's not say things we can't take back, Sam. I don't think he looks adorable.
Well, adorable like a child, not handsome.
I love the taking back the nice thing. Hey, let's not say things you can't take back. And you complimented that guy.
I'm never gonna get over Morgan Fairchild.
Oh,
I'm
she
gonna
was a
laugh about
stunner.
that to the day.
She was on Friends. She was on like a lot of shit.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
She was on Friends.
Oh yeah, she had
As
a
in
run.
what?
I don't know.
I
Hot
think
chick,
the hot mom.
hot milf.
I think Chandler's hot mom.
That is the thing. Is like, you know, you do feel for people who get rewarded only for their looks, and then you age, and then like it's
I don't feel for them. They were blessed with beautiful looks.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And develop a personality to go alongside that, and you'll have longevity.
I agree. Like, really, Sofia Vergara is doing it right. Like, she's stunning, and everyone wants to hire her. She's a great guest on TV shows. She's funny. She's smart. Like, she's doing it right.
Very attractive.
Did he have his hair done?
Yeah, I believe he did.
Really?
I think he just do it now.
Oh, I'm thinking of no. Jimmy Kimmel had his hair done. I don't know if Fallon.
Oh,
did.
Think Fraser went all in.
No, I don't think Fallon has.
I-
Really?
I don't know. He doesn't.
You think Fallon would come on here?
I think he's busy.
He's busy, but I feel like he'd be
Is
a
he
good.
busy? What is he doing?
Oh, yeah,
There's
the
nothing
writer's
going on right
strike.
now
I
with
forgot
SAG.
it's a
Let's try to
strike.
get Fallon on here.
I would love to have Fallon. And Fortune Feimster just had him on her podcast.
Let's
Yeah, you
slide
guys
into
could
his
get Fallon.
DMs. He would be a great drinking guest.
No shit.
Good stories.
We have to cancel the shows.
I sat
Cancel our
behind
night.
him. I know. I sat behind him in a Rangers game once, and he was so fucking cool.
Great guy.
He seems nice.
Yeah, he's a
Matt
very
Damon.
nice
I had
guy.
dinner with Matt Damon once at the Cellar.
What?
He came to see Tom Papa's show, and they loved me when I walked in. They were like, "Come sit with us," and I was so uncomfortable. We had dinner. He was a little tipsy, but like having a good time, like him and his wife. And then they came downstairs to watch me at McDougal, and they wanted like pick. And I was like, "What is going on?"
Is there a picture?
Yeah, there's still a picture of
Let's
us
find it.
all at the table together.
I love it.
I had my dumb hat on, and Tom Papa's there, and
That's great. That's one of the fun things about the Cellar. You can really
I
meet
doubt
some
it will
people.
show up. But if it does, I'd be blown away.
You got to get that puppy on Instagram.
I have the picture somewhere. I can find it.
Matt Damon, would you?
Yeah.
All right. See, he goes night and day for me. Sometimes I'm like, man, that's a good looking guy. And sometimes I'm like,
Well, like definitely younger Matt.
Well, he's like
Damon,
an actor, man.
too,
He does
you know?
like he shifts his
that's
body.
true.
You know,
That's true.
It's like I don't want to fuck Christian Bale and the Machinist, but
Oh yeah,
looks pretty
but-
good in American
Christian
Psycho.
Bale seems really stressful, and I can't tell if he's gorgeous or odd look. Like
I think he's pretty handsome.
Really?
I mean, what do I
Christian
know? but-
Bale, he's not handsome.
No, he is. But
I like that the straight guys are fighting for him. Here. What the hell? Pull him up in American Psycho.
Yeah,
He's ridiculous.
He's handsome.
No lips, really.
No, I don't have big lips either, but I have more lips than that.
I thought he was like the prototype for a hunk.
Yeah, he's ripped in that movie.
But that's exciting. We're both doing Chicago back to back.
That's gonna be great. Go Cubs.
Go White Sox,
Sorry.
not the Cubs.
All right.
Wrigley Field is just
I love Wrigley Field.
Oh, I've never been.
field of Hep C.
I got to go there.
You have to go there.
It's
It's a
historic.
great-
Wear a
Field.
construction hat; it might fall on you.
Damn.
Wow.
Throwing shade
You know
at
what's
your
funny
own
is I
team.
grew up. My family's all Southside White Sox, Chicago fans, and so like I don't even like sports. I could give a shit about the Cubs or the White Sox, but I just hear the Cubs. I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
Because I've been to
wow.
those Cubs games and
Just trash.
and I'm not like Comiskey was any better or whatever. It's U.S. Cellular or I don't know, a cricket now, but it's very yuppie.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And it's right next to Boys Town. I think they call it North Halstead now, but the gay area of Chicago. And so when the games would get out, it was like a flood of straight dudes coming out of the gay streets. And we were like, go away.
There wasn't a little bit like, he's all right.
None of it. But you know what's
Okay.
funny? For Halloween once, my friends and I went dressed as the First Wives Club.
Ah, yes.
And when we were walking through Wrigleyville, all the straight guys were like, "Are you guys Hillary Clinton or something?" The second we walk one street
Hilarious.
over, we go into Boys Town, and they're like, and we won a costume at a lesbian
Which
bar.
one were you?
wow.
I was Bette Midler, of course.
It's Bette Midler, Diane Keaton, and
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. Wow, yeah.
You don't own me.
Goldie Hawn was hot in her day.
Stunning.
Stunning.
That's a
It's
funny movie.
Doesn't look bad now,
Yeah, it's a
actually.
good movie. And the ending, and we did like the whole white dress, and we did the dance and everything, and yeah.
What's the deal with Bet? To me, Bet is just a. Hold on. To me, Bet's like a poor man's Babs.
No, Bet is completely different than Streisand.
Oh, okay.
Streisand's very like, and now I'm going to sing a song, and you're gonna enjoy it, and then I'm gonna direct, and I am this all the. I want to live in Malibu and look at my flowers.
Yeah.
You know, Bette Midler is like an actress. She's a dancer. She's an entertainer.
Barbara's an actress. She's funny girl. She's in that Bogdanovich movie too.
Yemen.
She's done a lot more acting than Barbara. Barbara's a great actress, but she's done a lot. She's done a lot more.
Hocus
But I mean, singer Barbara's beyond better.
Yeah, all right.
But Bette Midler's an entertainer, and she got started.
What's a good comp for Bette Midler?
What do you mean?
Like someone else similar.
Oh, someone comparable? I mean, she's a little like.
And what's her big hit? Did she have a big hit?
Oh my God! You ever know?
Oh,
jeez,
of course. That's a classic.
You should know that from Seinfeld.
I know. You are so
She was great in
freaking
Seinfeld.
talented. Yeah.
She was great in Seinfeld, but yeah, I would say Barbara's more of a singer, director. Bette's more of an entertainer.
Got
actress.
it. Okay.
You know? Although Barbara would tell you, she's like, I wanted to be an actress when I was younger.
What's the movie she's in with
Hot
Ryan
as a
O'Neal?
young
The
person.
Bogdanovich one. Pull that. You know what I'm talking about? Barbara Streisand.
Maybe Bernadette
And the
Peters
Pussycat?
is a
Yeah.
poor man's.
Something in the.
Oh no! What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Yeah. Barbara was, and Barbara at What's Up, Doc was hot. She had the long straight
was
So
hair.
hot.
She was very good looking.
Her husband's nothing to sneeze at either. Brolin?
No, Brolin's hot.
Okay, we're getting
She
somewhere.
looks kind of like Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
Oh shit! Yeah.
There's a bit of a Jennifer Aniston-ness about her.
If you-
I
if
love
you-
her so much.
AI'd her to look more Jewish. Like Jewish AI on Aniston.
My favorite thing that Streisand said is she did this concert in Central Park in like 1969. It was 200,000 people showed up. So
Wow.
She walks out and everyone's screaming. She's so New York. She goes, I haven't done nothing yet.
Ah, that's great. Is she Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. Oh my God.
I love it.
Absolutely. Brooklyn.
What broke Streisand? What was like the thing that
So
made
Barbara
her?
Streisand, I'm glad you asked me this question. So Barbara Streisand, she was dirt poor. Dad died when she was 14 months old. She had to live in a one bedroom with her grandparents, her brother, her mother. She slept on a cot. And when she graduated high school, she wanted to become an actress and a singer. So she brought this cot with her. She carried around. She slept in 6 different apartments. One of them was a piano studio every night. She didn't have enough money to pay for an apartment. So she had all these keys, and she would stay in different places every night. And she sang in the Village at a place called the Bonsoir, where she opened for Phyllis Diller.
Oh,
And
how about that?
Holy
Phyllis
shit.
Diller was the one to be like, everyone should watch her. And
Were they tight till the end?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They were tight to the end.
I don't know Phyllis Diller's act at all.
I don't either. I feel bad about it.
Fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
A lot of I'm ugly, I'm unfuckable kind of
She's
stuff.
on the
No,
wall.
I mean,
She's
yes
up
and
there.
no, but like she really, you should look at old Phyllis Diller.
I've seen her
I
on
mean,
panel, and
joke-
it's great.
joke-
Yeah, on panel
joke.
she's fucking. I've seen that
I
stuff.
mean, you in particular, it's joke after joke after joke. She does the thing.
What
where
am I,
she
chopped
roasts-
liver here? I like jokes.
No, you know what I mean. But it's like she does the whole thing where she roasts Phyllis Diller mother-in-law type in.
Mother-in-law.
And it is just 20 minutes. And how she memorized it, I have no idea. No, not that one. Scroll down a little bit.
Oh, with Lucille Ball, that's fun.
Fat jokes. Try that one. I
Fat
guess.
jokes. Here we go.
This is a tough set if the mother-in-law ever comes to the show.
That's true. That's great. And you got to have 1 million of those. Just like that was in a minute and a half.
I know. And the whole
Damn.
thing is that. So like,
Yeah.
how many jokes did she write then memorize?
Love it.
Do you know what I mean? To go through. That's like, damn.
Did her and Joan butt head? They're so-
No, loved each other.
Oh, I love that.
Not only
Okay.
that, Phyllis sat in the front row of all of Joan's shows when she started and laughed louder than anybody else.
Ah.
And they stayed friends till the end. To the very end. Joan was one of the last people to have like a lunch with her. Basically,
Right.
Did you
before
know
she died.
Joan?
No, I literally was a new face. It was like 12 years ago or something. And she died. And I was devastated because she's my number one. She's
Yeah.
my number fucking one.
Her
She's
the
great.
doc on her was so good. I
So
thought.
good. So great. And it's funny to like people like Lizzo's fat shaming. You just want to show them this and be like, can we all lighten up? It's all right. It's a joke.
It was
We're
also
gonna be fine.
1977.
Well, of course,
so it's
of
like,
course.
You know what I mean?
But then we're laughing. He's laughing. He's
The
huge.
shame
We're also
thing
laughing
is,
because we like the jokes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think like we're not like ha fat people. We're like
No,
that was clever.
It's clever.
Yeah.
It's smart.
Do you think that audiences, I've noticed over the past year and a half, that like audiences are laughing at not controversial things, but things they would not have laughed at 3 years ago.
Definitely.
Like, don't say this, don't say that, don't do this. And now it's like audiences are kind of craving
Definitely.
to not feel like they have to be on their best behavior.
Yeah, I don't know what flipped it, but something has shifted for sure. I don't know what it was, though. I try to pinpoint when it happened, but I noticed retard is out a lot more. You hearing that? So we can bleep it, but
No, I think you're
I'm
right.
hearing it at the cellar all the time.
No, I
I'm
think
like,
Mark's-
I wouldn't have heard that a year ago.
I think Mark's right. I think there's less gasping.
Yeah.
There was a period of gasps, and you're like, guys, come on. I mean, look, it's occasionally you hear it. We're also spoiled because we're on the road, right? We have our people come out.
Sure,
but I'll be at the cellar occasionally, and I'll be shocked at something like, I'm like, is this really not hitting? So every once in a while,
I know.
and then you take it for your crowd, and it works. So I
You know what
I don't know.
sucks sometimes is like 99% of the jokes I do on the road works for any audience, right? That's why we do the cellar all the time. But there's certain things I know gay audiences will get. And so for like 6 months, I was doing like 5 spots a night at the cellar to work out this new hour. I was just going crazy, just like trying to figure it out. And there were these jokes, these one-liners I'm like, no one's laughing at. And I'm like, I know this is funny. And so I tested out my new hour at a theater in May in Tampa. And all those jokes got the laughs. Got the big laughs that no one laughed at the cellar. I'm like,
Was it offensive?
No. It's like the gays got it.
Oh, I see.
And I was like,
see.
oh my God. And I literally stopped the audience and go, can I just say I knew I was right? Because I've been doing these jokes for months and straight people have just stared at me like I'm a fucking asshole.
Right.
But it was so, it felt great.
My people.
Yeah. But you have to make sure everything works in front of every audience.
Of course.
Because otherwise it's you.
Exactly. No, if it's like, if I
bad.
do a Jew joke, it better work in fucking Memphis.
Right.
You know, it's like, you do a New York City joke, it better work in Houston.
Right.
Yeah.
Better work everywhere.
Yeah.
Change the subway to the bus, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those road dates get fucking depressing because you're like, why am I not connecting?
I know. But it is a bummer when you're not connecting in your town. Like you're in New York and the joke isn't working. You're like, come on, I live here.
But sometimes people come, they're all foreigners.
That's
that come
true.
To shows, or they're all like, they're
Tourists.
from Minnesota. Yeah, it's like, because I have a couple jokes about New York. I say, who's a New Yorker here? And like 2 people clap.
Isn't that weird?
And I'm like, where are
Yeah.
the New Yorkers?
Weekdays are better than weekends.
Oh, Thursday nights and Sunday nights are my favorite nights to perform.
Weekends
Favorite.
are fucking awful, and they're awful to go out. They're awful to go to dinner. I give me a
nightmare.
Monday or a Tuesday.
No, Mondays, no.
No, I mean to go out to get dinner.
Oh, yes,
I
yes.
want to. I remember Sean Padden used to have that great joke about like weekends are for fucking rookies.
Oh yeah.
The drunks. He's
Amateurs.
like, get drunk on a fucking Wednesday, and I'm like, yes, I relate to that
true.
bit. So because it's just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer, if I'm performing in the city, Sunday nights are my favorite. I feel like I get the best work done on a Sunday
Yes.
night.
Because those people
They
had a
like
weekend
comedy.
probably, and
Yeah.
they still came out. They're like, they want to be there.
Yeah, they're
as opposed to
comedy
Saturday,
fans.
they're like, we got to do something. It's Saturday.
Right.
There's a pressure. I hate any gig with pressure. And look, it's not like to the extent of like a New Year's or like a, Christmas Eve, or we need to be together. But like going out on a weekend, there's an expectation, and it may not be the right reason.
Yeah. Speaking of Joan, have you guys? I don't know if we covered this last time you were here, but have you seen the red carpet? What do you call it? What she would do the
Zinging people.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I do it. Didn't I show you what she said about Anna Nicole Smith last time, or no?
Yeah.
I think
I
you
did.
We did this last
I
time.
can't
Yeah.
She
remember
was
it.
like, the doctor said no drugs in her body, just a lot of sperm. And she's still held on to her contract with Trim Spa. She's lost an additional 80 pounds. Good for you, man. I'm like, I can't imagine
Wow.
saying that. I
Wow.
cannot imagine.
They
I
must
bet
have
she was.
hated
I
her.
bet she was a fucking good hang too. I bet she was. Yeah, I
come
bet she
on.
was
She was the best.
Lynn Coppolis. We got to get her on here to talk because
yeah.
they were buddies.
Stories.
I think Whitney opened for her a few times. too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn's got a bunch of stories, really good stories too, about Joan.
Yeah.
She'd be a great guest on here.
I
Oh,
love Lynn.
man.
She looks great.
She looks great.
Yeah.
I saw her on the Vegas TV. You know, they have the TV piping out Vegas cellar. And yeah, she was on there. She looked amazing.
I have to dip in like 10 minutes.
Oh,
Why don't you, before we get out of here, why don't you plug some dates?
I am
Just comes
trying
out
to.
next week then, Matt. Yeah, let's do that. Right? Yeah.
Great eye drops.
Oh, Lumify.
The
All
best. They make, I mean, like white. Your eyes will just be white for hours.
right. Okay, Lumify.
Okay, that's old, so I have to change that. Oh,
Look how young.
great. There we go. The Brea.
We got some tickets moving, folks. Australia's cooking.
I think the Melbourne's sold out now, and both cities sold out.
Wait till you see this theater.
I hear it's amazing.
It's
actually
beautiful.
just sold out. I just sold out the Kennedy Center in February.
Wow.
I'm very excited
You're
about
moving.
that. Denver, I can't fucking wait.
That's a great
You know what?
theater.
Come see me. The second show added September 29th, 9:30. It's like almost.
Paris.
Chicago's sold out. Why is it? I need to update my fucking.
What about, did I see the Radio City or my nuts?
No, but I'm doing Carnegie Hall.
Oh, great room. Built before speakers, so the acoustics are incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
Home
wait.
For Schumer
Legendary.
There years ago.
I have a song surprise at the end that I'm doing.
Uh-oh. Liza?
Yes. It's going to be so fun.
Can you tell us off air who it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Bernadette Peters.
That would be amazing.
I have a musical guest. I'm doing MSG Theater November 4th, and I have a special musical guest.
Oh,
really? R. Kelly.
It is.
Who was Mariah's
secret's
musical
out.
guest one night when I saw her? Yeah.
Hilarious.
So,
You're in luck.
yeah, come
All
see me
right.
on tour, ladies and gents. It'll be lots of fun.
Yes. Was it MatteoLaneComedy.com?
Mm-hmm.
All right, where you at, Sambo?
When does this come out again? Okay, so we got Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. That's a big venue, guys. York, PA. Toronto, another big ass venue. Chicago Theater, September 30th. Toronto, September 21st.
Where in Toronto are you going?
The Meridian Hall.
Meridian.
Oh, nice.
That's a big
It's a
one,
big
too.
boy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Phoenix, Arizona, October
love
5th
stand-up
through
live.
7th. Yeah, I love it. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Indy, and then
I like the Egyptian room.
I've never been.
It's good.
I haven't either.
It's a great room.
Tickets still available.
I had a great show there.
Okay.
We got New York.
MSG. That's so
Unreal.
exciting, Sam.
Unreal.
That's a biggie. We got then Australia, like you guys. I'm following your footsteps, and then we just added Vegas because of you. I'm doing the Win. I did the Mirage last time. I'm pumped
Nice.
to mix it up.
The Win was
And then-
great.
And then we got Tampa, and really it's Fort Myers, but it's fucking Naples. We're back, baby. We're fucking back. Revenge tour. Cue the music. SamMorrell.com.
Your guys' schedule makes me feel like I'm not working.
Oh, well, thank God, Michelle.
Portugal.
Yeah, I'm
That's
going to
so
Lisbon.
exciting.
Going in like 2 weeks.
Oh my God, good for you.
If you know anything.
I'll be
Wait a
missing
minute,
you,
hold on,
dude.
back up. When is he
The
going to
fuck?
Amsterdam?
I know,
Can we zoom out so I can see?
It's all September.
Oh, because I'm going in October. I was like,
Oh, yeah, we link up. Bring
I'm
in the
going to be
wife.
in London doing shows the exact same time Schultz is.
Oh, no.
I know.
mean, it'll be fun to hang,
I
but...
can't wait. We
but-
don't have
Okay.
overlapping
Oh, yeah, good
audiences
point. Good point.
at all.
Good point. Be all over Europe, Netherlands, Denmark, Belgium, Germany, Ireland, Glasgow, London,
We're in London.
the Manchester Academy, O2,
Hackney, that's what I'm
Birmingham. And I don't know much about the UK. Then we're back in Hershey, which those tickets are not moving.
Michelle Wolf country right there.
Oh, that's right. Tyson's, that's basically DC, Oklahoma City, Dallas,
Oh, I got a
Portland.
hotel you got to stay at there. Remind me.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Rhode Island,
Denver.
Cleveland, Denver, 2 at the Paramount.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. Grand Junction, whatever that is. Hartford, Concord, Mobile, New Orleans, Santa Rosa, Sacramento, Omaha. MarkNormanComedy.com. Get some Bodega Cat.
Bodega Cat Whiskey, folks. BodegaCatWhiskey.com.
Send us packages to Gotham. Go see Matteo. Check out our specials. You
Watch
got
out!
YouTube.
Watch out! Mateo's new special,
Oh yeah,
Crowdwork
hair plugs
special,
and heartache.
and
It's on
There it
YouTube.
is.
and also another special. Check out all of his stuff. We love Matteo.
Yeah,
and,
killer act. Go see him and don't talk because he'll tell you
I
what's
know,
what.
is that crazy that I do that?
No, I think that's standard.
We
How about
love you
this guy?
guys.
You can forget. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
what
still
were you saying?
potting. You know the guy who when they go, "You're a comic. You should be able to handle it." I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
We can't.
I'm handling it right now.
We
I'm
can't
telling you to shut
handle
the fuck up. I hate that guy. All right. Sorry, I slipped that one
No,
in.
no, it was great. It was great. Well, we love
Ended
you
out
guys.
with some Pavarotti.
Matt Peters, we love you. And,
Peters.
Thank you guys.
Keep listening,
Thanks for the
guys.
gifts. Do you guys do you have a bag or anything that I? Okay. Thanks.
All right, we got you a bag
I
there.
got my Chicago accent.
Love you
Big.
guys.
Sunday's the day for my next offender. A bit of fever wreck, you know the beer juice close. I've had a little too much bourbon, and Norman's talking shit about the fucking Pope. And I get down in the same way. Up on the roof like a cop's coming, and naked Samuel is feeling dangerous. here in New Orleans. This woman doesn't look like I remember her. And I get down in the same